Hi, good morning. My name is Bookie, and today we'll be talking about why Laura said calling out and calling in is very important. Calling people out can cause a lot of problems. The reason why you can say that is because they feel like they're defensive mode. They feel like they gotta argue with you. They feel like they gotta prove their point or why you're calling them out. Calling people in reminds them of the positivity of who they are, who they become, and who potentially they can still be. So you gotta understand, it's very important then not understanding of calling in, calling out. It's very affectionate than calling people in and out. The reason why is because think about it. Like she said in the video, her uncle was being racially profiling about Latinos and Hispanics due to the fact saying that they're immigrants, X, Y, and Z. Basically discrediting people for who they are. Instead of reminding all the positive things that he is capable of. Like for instance, when she said, "Hey uncle, you know if someone was in danger or needed help, you would go in and rescue them, no matter what color their skin or racial bio they are, due to the fact because that's how you are and that's the type of person you are." She basically reminded him about the positivity of who he really is instead of the negativity what he is trying to drag out. She basically reminded him how such of a good person he is and how he is willing to help others. So one thing what she did was this is how it affected. She reminded him of all the positive things that her uncle is capable of and why he is who he is due to the fact of how respectful and kind he is to others. She used the negative situation more into a positive situation by reminding him of the capabilities of how he actually is. And I really liked it how she turned it around into positivity instead of saying, "Uncle, you know you're wrong for this, this, and that," which she did not. No one at the table spoke up besides her because you know why? She wanted to use the call out, calling method. And calling in basically confirm of, "Hey, Uncle, this is who you are. This is who I know you as, and this is your potential." Instead of calling out and say, "Uncle, you're out of line for calling people this and that." You know that she didn't do that. She used the positive situation and kept the negativity out. That was very important. The consequences to that is that how it was important for her to understand the situation in a timely fashion. She could have really been disrespectful. She could have been like, "Hey, uncle, this was out of line of you, X, Y, Z," which she did not do. You get what I'm saying? So, being offensive to others can cause a trigger of not understanding how you can affect the situation worse than what it is. So she used a negative situation and made it to positive to effect of how her uncle was going to react to her. And her uncle realized like, "Hey, my niece was, yes, she's saying the right things. She's telling me that, hey, I am a positive person, that I shouldn't be shaming other people because you don't know how does that make other people feel." And like Lauren was telling us in the video, you have to understand that every situation doesn't need a bad reaction of everything you say. For example, I work at Main Event in Stafford and we deal with a lot of rude customers. I'm talking about customers that call us racist, that say that we're judging them off of X, Y, and Z. I don't know. I really be trying to stay out the way. So remind you, we have a customer that's sliding on the lanes. I said, "Hey, sir, can you please stop sliding on the lanes? You know, that's our policy. We cannot afford for you to do that because we can get in a lot of trouble." He said, "Oh, yeah, you're a racist B. You're a racist B. You don't like black people." In my head, I'm like, "Sir, I am black too. Where are you getting this from?" So what I did was I took his negative thoughts and said, "Hey, sir, unfortunately, we just can't have nobody play on the lanes like that. It's just for your safety. Because anything that happens to you, I am a liability of any situation that could occur." He said, "Yeah, you stupid B. Yeah, you stupid B." I said, "Sir, unfortunately, if you does not stop sliding on the lanes, I will have to shut the lanes off due to the fact of a safety protocol. For one, he wanted me to stoop to his level and disrespect him because he was disrespecting me. For two, he said black slur words like I was not African American myself. He wanted me to stoop to his level and be disrespectful with him, which I did not do. I kept my composure, kept the nonsense, and said, "Hey, sir, I see y'all playing, y'all bowling, y'all doing a good job of bowling. Just please be courtesy and please do not slide on the lanes. And please make sure you're sitting on lanes and make sure you keep your bowling shoes on." I turned our negative situation into positivity because why? I did not go back and forth with the customer. I did not engage with the customer with his offensive behavior or banding of my generation, or basically of my racial profiling. He did a lot of racial profiling and didn't understand that I was not feeding into that. I was being more positive of, hey, sir, these are our rules. This is why our rules are like this. This is what are the consequences of our rules. If you can't listen to the rules, we do have to cut the lanes off for your safety, of your well-being. And he saw what's going on. But so basically what it says is, you can't fix every situation what it is, calling in and calling out. But what you can do is be the positive person to understand of calling in and calling out. And I feel like it's very important in this assignment, basically, help me understand. Instead of calling people out, always call people in and understand the positivity of them instead of just always saying negative stuff and entertaining the BS. Thank y'all so much. And that was my understanding of calling in and calling out.